Hiya.
Hi Dan.
Hi there, you okay?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Good. How's your day been?
Yeah, not too bad. Busy as always, but
Yeah.
we're good.
God. No, some weather out there is not very good, is it?
Oh no, it's terrible. It's still snowing.
Oh, is it? Oh God. Nightmare getting home. How do you get to work?
I'll get the train.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So network rail.
Yeah, hopefully there's no delays, but fingers crossed.
Oh, good. Right then. Well, welcome to your annual review. Your first one, because you've been here 12 months now. Yeah. Fab. This meeting is for both of us, so feel free, be as vocal as you want, ask as many questions as you want. This is for both of us, so for me and for you. Talk about the 12 months that's just passed, but also look into the future to see development areas for you where we can work on in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, really good, yeah.
All right then, so we'll dive in. So how have the last 12 months been for you?
Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed it. So, been a bit of a challenge at times. But yeah, something that I've really enjoyed and sort of looking forward to what the next 12 months has in store. So yeah, been a good one.
Good. And targets, is that something that you've enjoyed working towards?
Yeah. I worked with targets in my last job. I've really enjoyed working with targets. So I find that they keep me focused, which is really good. And also knowing that we've got that I have targets that I need to meet, something to focus on. So and obviously for me as well, it's even better. So yeah, I really enjoy that element.
Cool. Yeah, that goal to work towards.
Yeah.
Well, you've done a good job in meeting the targets that I've set. 100% of the targets that you've had for the last 12 months you've hit. So that's obviously a good starting point. I have noticed that lately, just your efforts maybe just not what there was when you first started. Have you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, so I've sort of had a few issues within like my home life over the last few months. So I think I found it quite hard to concentrate. So I think that's probably sort of played a part in it. But that's all sorted now. So hopefully, going forward, I'll be back to my normal self and concentration levels are where they need to be.
Okay. I'm also sorry to hear that. Just make sure that you communicate with me and with the other managers. Anything that's obviously going on at home, we want to support you as much as we can. So, yeah, doors are always open. So make sure you come and have a chat. All right.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the best in class? So, the benchmarking for the.
No, I don't think I've seen that. No, I'm not sure what that one.
Okay, well this table here, this shows you how you performed last year. So as you can see, you've hit all of your targets. But this under here is the national benchmark. So this is the national logistics figures. So this is where we, say the best in class are working. This is where I want to push you towards. This is the kind of figures that hopefully over the next 12 months we can really get you punching in, get you achieving. Do they look scary?
Well, I suppose a little bit, but it's obviously a challenge. So that's obviously, obviously a lot of challenges. So yeah, it looks good. So obviously something for me to look towards and to aim towards. So yeah, it looks good.
Absolutely. So we want I am a manager that likes to be the best. So we need the team to be the best as well. Yeah. Good. So you're up for the challenge then?
Yeah, definitely am. Yeah. Like I love a challenge. Like I love having, like I say, like the goals and that kind of thing. I think I'm quite a competitive person. Sometimes I struggle if it's competition with like other team members and that kind of thing. I sometimes tend to be a bit shy at times, that kind of thing. But I just think maybe because I don't really know anyone, because I've only been here sort of 12 months, that might be why I sort of find it hard to like make friends and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay. Why do you think that is then? That you...
Well, obviously I had the issue with the other member of staff. They thought I was sort of being a bit aggressive and things, so I had that issue going on. That's all sorted now though, and we get on like a lot better. Not necessarily friends, but you know we get on a lot better now at work. And that may have had like an effect on relationships with other team members. So maybe they see what was going on and maybe wouldn't necessarily want to communicate with me or that kind of thing. So I think I probably struggled with that.
Okay. Yeah, well, I see where you maybe got that from. It has actually been the subject of some development areas that we've highlighted for you, definitely myself have seen it, and something that we can support you with, and obviously we want to support you with going forward. You don't seem to go to many social events outside of work. Is that why? Because of the relationships?
Yeah, I think so. I think it probably is, yeah. Maybe it's people feel a bit awkward sort of inviting me or like no one's inviting me. So I think, yeah, that's probably why, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think for me, I think the best thing that we can do is start with getting you to some organisation social events. And I think the help of maybe a buddy or a mentor, whichever one you prefer to call it, if we get you set up with one of those, and that person, whoever we nominate, can obviously help you with just that little bit of support, that person that you can go to and that can be your little right hand man, if you like, to work on both work and the social side of things. How does that sound to you?
Yeah. I mean, that sounds really good, to be honest with you. So, you know, it's just been nice to have someone there that I can rely on and I can kind of bounce off and stuff. So that's really good, and hopefully that might introduce me to other people and make friends and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's good. I suppose I didn't really know where to start with making friends and stuff, so maybe that would be introduce me to that way. So no, that sounds good, yeah.
Cool.
Happily.
Always difficult as well, isn't it, starting a team, and we're a well-established team, so coming in as that new person is always difficult. So hopefully the buddy thing, I'll get that set up for you ASAP. So hopefully I can confirm with you on Monday who that will be, and we can set up a little meet and greet for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'm happy with that, yeah.
And maybe they can get you pushing for those best in class figures as well.
Yeah.
So just another one from me, just about absences. So it has come to my attention about the number of absences that you've had in the last 12 months. So it's 8, which is quite high. Could you explain to me a little bit why?
Okay, yeah, it's really annoyed me, to be honest with you. I never really had any absences in my last job, so it's been a bit of a surprise, really. I think just been a bit unlucky, really, the last 12 months. I've had a couple of bouts of like flu, which has really sort of affected me. I couldn't really shake it off, and just took me a while really to get over it. And then I was also caught the neurovirus, so I ended up with like the sickness and sort of diarrhea and that kind of thing. So that really hit me and took me out for quite a few days to go to the so. But like I say, it's not really like me. I generally tend to be quite good, especially with my last job, with that sort of stuff. So I think I've just had a really unfortunate 12 months. So obviously I want to make that better in the next 12 months. So I'll obviously have to work on that.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that. Obviously, it's not something that you've always suffered with. So, luckily, that neurovirus never made its way around the office. So we'll put that into a development area. Obviously, hopefully, quite an easy one for you to achieve if you're saying it's not like you. But the national average for absences is 4.4. So, I mean, you nearly doubled that last year. So, reining that right back in and making that a focus for you. Just to be in like as much as you can. Yeah? Fab. What would you like to see yourself achieve in the next 12 months, Dan?
Yeah, so obviously what we've just discussed with the absences, like, you know, it'd be nice 12 months down the line for that to be a lot better. Obviously what you mentioned earlier about the best in class, that would be obviously a new objective that you set for me, so it'd be nice if I could be hitting that and looking in 12 months' time that I've done well in that. And then ultimately becoming a team leader would be something that I would want to look towards. So it's always been a sort of a passion of mine to develop. So that would be something to look towards in the next 12 months. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's always nice to hear a bit of a bit of oomph to get to that next stage. And your last 12 months' performance has definitely shown potential moving into that kind of role. I think the objectives that we're setting you, I think they're more than realistic for this year. I think we can get those done, and they'll put you in a great position to start thinking about that role. I think consistency is the key, so making sure things like Christmas, just your performance is consistently good. Obviously, we all have things outside of work. It's just about, especially as you move into that management role, about making sure that it doesn't impact what's going on your 9 to 5 or 12 to 8 or whatever you're working. So, and leading by example. So that's again ties into your absences, doesn't it? Making sure that you are the epitome of staff. So no, that's a great thing to hear, Dan. I'm sure you'll make it there.
Yeah, I think the best.
Do you have any concerns or issues about the last 12 months or going forward?
No, I suppose the only thing really that I'd sort of like to work on, obviously with the role, obviously the physical side of it, I really enjoy, and I think I really honed down on that and really good. And I suppose the other side of things is the technology side of things. So I'm not really confident with sort of like using the scanners and sort of reading instructions on the scanners and that kind of thing. So I think I'd probably want to learn more about that, especially if I am looking to be like that team leader, and I think I'd really want to get that covered off as well, because I've done the physical side of things. I think that would be the next step for me to make sure that I've learned all that. So I think that's probably the only sort of concern that I have going forward, is just making sure that I've got that down as well.
Okay, great. Well, that's obviously something that we haven't picked up on, so it's great to hear that you've obviously highlighted that as a bit of a training area. So definitely something that we can give you some extra support with, and get you 100% confident with all of those things, because as you rightly say, that to be a team leader you obviously need to be fully confident in everything. So yeah, fantastic. Is there anything else that you wish to talk about today?
No, I don't think so. No, I think I've sort of covered everything. Like I say, like I'm happy enough with how the 12 months have gone, and obviously, looking forward to the targets and objectives you've set for me now going forward. And so I'm happy with everything at the minute.
Good. So just to summarise it then, so we'll get your buddy, we'll confirm exactly who that is in the next week or so we can get you working closely with them on all social things, get you to some events. So this time in 12 months we can sit down and say where you've been, and hopefully you're in a position where you've built some relationships, definitely with at least your buddy, and hopefully with the team as well. The best in class, so we're looking at those benchmarks now, so looking at the team and what they achieve currently. You're definitely more than capable. You've achieved your targets. It's about pushing that little bit extra now, isn't it, and getting to those best in class figures. So definitely looking at more progress towards those. Absences, which should be an easy one for you. So you're saying that obviously it's just a little blip in the road, that 12 months, so put it behind us. Let's get to that national average as a minimum, but hopefully we can pass that as 100% would be amazing. And as you pointed out, so I'll definitely make a note for support and training in the technological. I hate that word. The systems and stuff. So let's get you fully confident in all of it that you do. Does that sound good to you, Dan?
I'm perfect. So happy with that.
So plenty to work on. You've had a good start, 12 months in, and you've done your targets, and that's great. So it's about pushing that little bit extra now for this next 12 months. We're looking to have a conversation about team leader this time in 12 months.
Hopefully, if it goes well, then I'll be buzzing. So all good.
Fab. Well, thank you very much, Dan.
Okay.
Enjoy your day. I hope your train journey's not too bad on the way home.
Fingers crossed, no more snow on the train one time.
Fantastic.
Okay then.
All right, see you, Dan. Have a good day. Bye, mate. Bye.